guys, welcome to Pineapple is for Pizza and whatever else you want to do with it because we're talking food all day, every day, because that's literally what I love to do, anyhow, right? I kind of like made this shift over to making things not just about like, I don't know, I feel like this title of the podcast is really going to make for a huge difference for me because I don't know. I'm not just about health. I am about everything else. And like my focus is for everybody's love food. Like to not hate it and to not feel like shit around it and to really enjoy it. Not just enjoy it around the table if it's just you with loved ones and not feeling like an ass whenever you do eat it because that has been just life for me forever and ever. And I was gonna put a background over here. I do have a new thing that I'm doing. I'm shifting into doing video as well. I tried it one time and I didn't really like look at it or anything, and then I did, and I was like, okay, I kind of like this, so I want to do it more often, and I think it's a lot more fun. And that's what we're gonna do. But I was gonna put background over here on the TV, but like the fire stick that I have working is legit not working. So we'll figure it out next time to put like a little bit more back there because I do play video games, and like the thing is like this side is way more decorated than this side, and that wall back there, which is really annoying, is literally cement. So I cannot like I can use the like 3M hooks and stuff like that. And then that's about it honestly because it's like you cannot put anything on it. So I thought it would be more fun to put some sort of like background from YouTube on there, but yeah, that's where we're at right now. So, mm, this is my new favorite. It is the Alani Cherry Twist. They're pretty good. I enjoy a lot of the flavors. Don't really enjoy are like the grape one because it kind of is just not my jam. Um, I think that's really it. It's just the grape one. That one is just not good. Oh, and the caramel apple one. That one's really freaking weird. Just weird. Too weird for me. So, this is kind of like the launch party for us. We're gonna be, like I said, just talking about all things food. If you don't know who I am, welcome to my podcast. I'm really happy to have you here. Um, like I said, just talking about food and how I kind of like let's revisit where what I do and what I have been doing. I graduated. I did culinary school in 2005, 2007. I graduated. I did both culinary arts and advanced baking and pastries. I am a Disney adult. I love Disney so much. Like I said, this side looks way better. It's got a lot of like Disney things, and I think you know what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take away that, and so that way it's Disney-fied over here. But like I said, I feel like um this side over here for streaming on Twitch is a little bit more like aesthetically pleasing for people because it's got all my Disney shit and like somewhere to put it because like I use the TV when I stream, but regardless, I digress. Um, so yeah, I am a Disney adult. I love Disney. Everything. I plan a lot of trips. Don't really go on them because let's be honest, I don't really make enough money for that, and that's okay yet. Um, so yeah, I did a lot of health and fitness stuff. Um, COVID hit, lost a job, wasn't a lot of fun, and I honestly hired a coach who shifted me into a lot of new things in life and like saying yeah, and I get to and having the desires of life to helping others in a way that I uniquely can. And I wholeheartedly believe in all of that. So I'm very excited to just be here and hope that you can, do take away a lot from what I'm, spitting out over here, right? Um, I love to cook. I am always and like the sole like chef in the house, and I can say that like I said because I did go to school, so I don't work a line or anything like that. I do work in a restaurant where I do actually sorry, throw this shit away. Where I do like I work in a barbecue place. I actually shift over in the morning, so I have to be there during the like Thursday through Sunday. I'm there quite early, about at least 5 a.m. to flip everything over. We do like ribs, pork belly, burn-ins, stuff like that. It's super fun. I really enjoy it. And yeah, it's fun to just talk about food all the time there too. Because we all are just a bunch of foodies. And to be really honest with you, I've actually never had pineapple on pizza ever in my entire life. A lot of it's very controversial, I'm sure. I'm Hawaiian, so y'all think that I do that, I'm sure. And the truth is that I thought it would be more fun to have this name because I had gone through some stuff with my mom's, and my mom had passed away about 10 years ago from breast cancer. Mm. So I had gotten one last box of her stuff, and I went through it. I loved every second of it. I love doing that stuff. It's fun to kind of like see everything. And in that box was like a bunch of stuff that it just looked like this was a box for her that she wanted to make sure that nobody threw this away. Like this was her box. Like if somebody found it, they were like, this is mom. Like this was her shit. Like this is what she wanted to keep in life, and that's what she did. So um in this box was like old t-shirts that my grandfather had, some random like little things from my aunts, and she was not the oldest, she was the middle child. And there was 3 yearbooks, one from like 8th grade, sophomore year, and then I think it was senior year. I can't really remember because I was just dying about how funny half the shit was inside of these books that people autographed for her. They were so funny. Like, and the pictures, I was going through some of the pictures so I can figure out where her class was and everything. And half of the guys had like fuck you on it, like asshole, and like shit she drew out of it. Yeah, I can't. She'd probably kill me if like that was ever put out on the internet. But like it was super funny. I mean, like we've all done that though before, 100%, where we wrote their name on there and we're like, I hate you, you, and you. And I'm not thinking about like life now and like, oh, what's gonna happen with yearbooks? Like, do they even like really want to print those out anymore? Do you have a kid that's in high school or something like that where they have yearbooks still? I hope so, because oh my god, those were the best, right? And so a lot of them had signed in there for her that, you know, they called her Pineapple. And I was just like, that's super funny. Like, I love that. Like, I don't know. I've always associated with pineapple just because I am Hawaiian, but I don't know. It's something that I enjoyed. And like for all you sickos out there, it doesn't just mean that people are swingers. Like I am 100% not one. If that's the thing that you want to believe in, and that's you're gonna be sadly mistaken when you ever walk into my home because that's not what we are at fucking all. So nice try, but in the Hawaiian language and Hawaiian, heritage, a pineapple actually means welcome. Like you are welcome into our home, and that's a lot of the time why we associate that with that. So, like just finding that just like reminded me a little thing. Like obviously finding this box was just like reconnecting me to her, and like it was just something that moved me enough to change over, and like her speaking basically to me from the beyond to be like, you need to be doing something that you love. And it's always been that. It's always been food. Like it's always just been food. It's always about been, you know, making stuff with her, having her teach me things without even teaching me things. Like she'd be in the kitchen and like I do really make the food that we used to eat all the time. And it fills my heart because like my husband loves it, and so we'll enjoy it together. So I'm also wanting to really just like today on my Facebook page, one of my engagement questions was like asking people if they really do have like a meal at their table, like at their dining room table, or do you gather around TV? Like no judgment any place that you decide to go, but like for me having a meal at the table is just like, it's super funny because I don't unrelate us by eating dinner and watching TV because we still have actual conversation. I mean, my husband works from home. It's not much to talk about, but we do like to talk about things, especially with the day and like whatever we see on our social media platforms and things like that. And like we still connect together, like even around the TV in the living room. Like that's super special to me, and I never want that to end. And I basically had watched this like video that somebody had reposted, and it was just super sweet because it was like they asked adults who they wanted to eat with, and they said, like celebrity wise, dead or alive, who they wanted to eat with. So a lot of the parents actually answered people like Jimi Hendrix. And that's all I can remember, honestly, because next up were the kids, and that's what really like made the difference. And it was just absolutely just uh so hit you in the heart, you know. They asked the same questions of the children of these parents, and each and every one of them said they wanted to sit around the table with their family. Like, how fucking special is that? That they just wanted to enjoy a meal with their family. Like, this is why I do what I do. This is why I want to help more women enjoy cooking instead of it being like the task, you know, having more men enjoy it too, but like to, you know, have something made like from home. Like home cooking is where it's at, and like it's just warmth. It's just everything else comes along with it, like you know what you're putting in your food and shit. But like the fact that your relationship with one another has will blossom into something more, and especially like I mean, who's not, if you're single, like when a dude cooks for you, like that is the first thing my husband wanted to do for me. And it was absolutely the most romantic thing ever. Like, I want my dude to cook for me. I mean, or like, he is a chef too. So, like, yeah, that's really like a big deal. But like, to have a man be able to cook for you, like, that's turn on number one. And if it's not, like, maybe you have some other priorities like looks, which no thank you. Like, I don't really give a shit about looks. Like, if you're gonna make me laugh and you're cooking for me, I mean, the looks are like whatever. Like, who cares? I don't care. I don't care what your body looks like. I mean, if we can connect in other ways, like, I just love it. And I love my husband so much every day, because he's got it all. So, but you know, like that kind of just reconnected me back to seeing all those yearbooks and all the things that she had nicely written, like about her. You know, everyone's always just like, Pineapple, you're like super sweet, super kind, and Pineapple this, and I was just like, oh my god, like this was awesome to find. It was the best find ever. And yeah, so like this is the kind of shit that I want to rekindle in a home. And, you know, it hits a lot of other things as well. Like I said, you know, you're not just, you're going to find it better in your budget. You're going to find relationships to be strengthened with your loved ones, not just yourself, your like kids and your husband or wife. If you're single and you're dating, like having that skill set is super duper attractive. And then saving money on the grocery bill, like, is a big deal to me. I'm always doing some research around the area about like what's going to be cheaper for us as a home of two, to getting groceries, and you know what I can make, because like for me, I understand that it is a skill that I can literally come up with shit like on the fly, um, without having to really plan anything and being like, okay, well, I just need one more ingredient for this dinner and we'll be done. Or even taking like this whole chopped situation, you know, like I make it a fun game in my house that chopped is literally a thing I play in my head, you know? And I take that for granted a lot. So that's why I'm here to kind of like do that shit. But I'll go ahead and put things in my show notes because I really want to get back to Twitch, to being able to show a few nights a week of like actually cooking in the kitchen, having questions like Q&A in the kitchen. Since I do love to cook and I want to help more people do the same shit, you know? But I think this is a good starting point for you guys to like reconnect with me, and I hope that like this makes you want to get back in the kitchen, not just to be like a task or a chore, but to just bring home cooking into your life, into your family's life, and to reconnecting to, you know, the loved ones around you. So yeah, but I really appreciate you guys checking into this episode, and I'm going to go ahead and post another one for next week too. So we'll talk to you guys soon. Thank you so much again. Check out the show notes for my Twitch, and we'll go from there. So thanks so much, guys. Bye.